House Democrats unveiled a proposal recently to increase the gas tax by 10 cents over the next 5 years. Your reaction?
Well, my reaction is we shouldn't do anything like that to the hardworking families of Washington State. I mean, right now, we are one of the highest gas tax states in the nation. If we adopt that 10-cent increase, we become the highest in the nation. 66 cents of every dollar that you spend on a gallon of gas would be going to state and federal taxes. But the biggest thing to me to add, I think, insult to injury on the whole thing is the MVET. If people will remember, when you buy a car, you pay tabs, the $30 tab initiative, they would actually take that away and you would start paying a certain percentage of the value of your car again. Once again, the voters passed the initiative, and once again, the legislature is trying to undo it. There's just a significant series of increases in this bill that hurt our farmers, they hurt our small businessmen, they hurt our families. It's just going to result in increased gas tax and less income for a family to be able to take care of their needs. I don't support it. I think, frankly, there's a lot of reforms in the system that have to happen first, and I've coined it, we need to fix it before we fund it. And I think that's how we go forward.
What kinds of reforms are needed to our transportation system?
We heard a lot in testimony in the Transportation Committee of what other states do, and right now we're 2 to 2.5 times more expensive than most states in the nation when it comes to doing our transportation projects. You look at bonding, we do 30-year bonds for projects that last 5 and 10 years. We pay sales tax. They are required to pay sales tax for construction projects. That's your gas tax dollars going into sales tax. Tremendously expensive environmental processes. We've argued that we should go back to the federal standards, not the state standards, and it would just make better use of our dollars to do our construction projects. Right now, I think it's 40% of every gas tax dollar goes into other things other than asphalt. And that has really created a system that is just unworkable in Washington State. And we need to go there first before we go back to the taxpayers to say, hey, we need additional money to continue to do transportation projects.
The state Supreme Court recently ruled that the 2/3 legislative vote requirement for tax increases is unconstitutional. Your thoughts?
Wow, this just opens up Pandora's box. I mean, we have seen year after year in the middle of a recession, different proposals the Democrats have introduced to raise taxes, creating an income tax, increasing the death tax, and we've got our transportation package this year, increasing gas tax, MVET, and other fees and taxes. We need a constitutional amendment in this state. We've got to have that discussion once and for all. We need to put it to bed. Voters overwhelmingly for years have said to us in the legislature that we need to have a higher threshold when it comes to raising taxes on the citizens of Washington State, and I think it's time for that discussion right now.